Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, home of the Cornhuskers and home to some of the most loyal fans in the sport where, once again, Memorial Stadium will be sold out. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on the 11th-ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Will put toe to leather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hawkeyes offense will get the first possession of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Paul.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Here's the handoff. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. The Hawkeyes will hustle to the line. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much. All throughout the year, all the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Tough linebackers getting after quarterbacks. The Huskers have a rich tradition of that.
Yeah, and you think about the black shirts, and you hear that if you're a Nebraska fan, you know exactly what that means. Guys that are different, guys that see it, that hunt it, that go get the football like this guy just did.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
State the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Dropping back, it's Blue. Snags it over the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So Nebraska's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Pocket starts to collapse. And they got him for the sack. The idea was to sell that play fake. Nobody was buying it.
You're right, Reese. That D-line, they looked like they had their ears pinned back, and they were coming after the quarterback. You saw dudes rush upfield. They got to that QB fast.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. What a play by the defense there. Loose football. Country fumble, pick it up with room, scoop, and score.
No doubt, country versus city. When it's a country fumble, nobody around. I got to pick that puppy up and do some damage with it. Nice job seeing the situation, scooping it up, making a play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. To the ground with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll go to the ground. Puts him in the spin cycle. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. They'll try to run for it. Shakes off the tackle. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. The Cornhuskers will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
After the big first down sack, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got him in the flat. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Huskers line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Looking for a man. It's Blue. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Hawkeyes are in the hurry-up.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call, really nice execution.
Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. The play-action fake. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
And the Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires to the tight end. Across the 25, he's got room. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And into the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Bangs it through for an extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a one-yard plunge. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. The Hawkeyes want to move quickly. Back to pass, it's Blue. He makes the connection. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. No huddle here for the offense. Looking to go up top on first down. Throws to the tight end. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. 2nd and 10 here. Leaves it with the running back. Runs through a tackle. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It'll be 4th down. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets it. Racing down the left side. The 30. At the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Husker!
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The give to the tailback. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Pulls it and fires to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll try to run for it. Powers through the defender. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. They're getting this guy lathered up. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Hawkeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. looking to pass. It's blue. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fair catch called for and made. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, Nebraska. And once he got loose, it was all over.
I like it. You're backed up towards the end zone, and you go aggressive and spin the football, try to make the big play. And do they ever. 90-plus yards to the house. Who needs space? I'll take 6.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they top things off by getting out of bad field position in a hurry. A 90-yard touchdown pass. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up quick.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Just making life miserable for opposing quarterbacks the way Trev Alberts always did.
Yeah, just finding a guy that can sniff out the quarterback and kind of feel it, have those instincts. You could tell he saw it, went and got it, just like your boy Trev Alberts.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Moving away from pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. And the Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got great speed. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Might as well give it to him again. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The Huskers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man quickly. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. They'll try to blast their way in. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The defense snuffed out any attempt to move forward on the last play, and now it's 3rd and goal from the 2. The give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Good right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of the game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Hawkeyes moving quickly to the line. To the air, it's Blue. Dances away from the heat. He'll pull it down. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. He'll keep it himself. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. And the Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. From the gun, running back gets the give. Showing off those sweet feet as he gets it to the 45. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
The Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Calls his own number. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. The Cornhuskers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Blue. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic of how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got him downfield. Oh, how did you make that move? He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Fires to the right. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. After the misfire, it's second down. They'll try the run. Smashes through. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. He's right on target. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Looking to throw for it. Got his man. Bulls his way forward. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Man, he had to get rid of that thing. I don't even think he had time to find the laces, but he picks up the first down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Got it in the middle, it's Anger. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
And the Hawkeyes will punt this one away. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Safe completion on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Firing to the right, complete. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
You know, it's one thing to have all the accolades preseason and have all the expectations, but it's another thing to be able to go out and execute week in, week out. He's done that. He now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the year.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. It's caught. Afterburner's coming. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa has the ball back on offense. He'll come out throwing on first down. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. To the air, it's Blue. Quickly complete. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play. The Hawkeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. He's looking to throw it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they're ready to go again. He's looking for an open man on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Running back searching for a hole. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Wants to return it. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The offense lining up for a first down play. He wants to throw. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Zings it complete to the right. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. He's going to pass. Fires to the middle. Got his man. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They'll throw it on first down. Snags it. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Huskers! They say there's no more loyal fan base than the one at Nebraska. Well, this guy is becoming their hero with this performance.
And Nebraska fans have a special place in their heart for a quarterback that can run it, they can throw it, show you all the dimensions of their game because they've had so many great ones in the past. And this guy, he looks like the future.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Cornhuskers ready ready to go back to work on offense. Going up top on first down. Complete to the left. Gets away from one. He's got space. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing, zone coverage, man coverage. They've mixed up personnel. None of it has worked. This guy has carved them apart.
Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. Looking to move it through the air. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! And the punishment has been extended. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They'll throw it on first down. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to throw. It's Blue. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Coming after it. Another incompletion on third down. And the Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. Slips through the line. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. First down here for the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. It's caught downfield. And he is marked out of bounds after another big game. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. The give to the back. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Determined effort to pick up 6 and get it inside the red zone and down to the 16. And the Huskers have moved it inside the 20. This is a designed run. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Absolutely perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And here's the return. And the returner will be brought down. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Comes out throwing on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Open space at the 25. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. At the 40, there he goes. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. From the shotgun, the inside give.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. The Hawkeyes getting set on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Blue. He's got his man. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Toss sweep to the right. Finds a crease at the 20. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. This offense needs to avoid getting in its own head, getting domed up with its play calling in the red zone. Defense in press coverage. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Makes the grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Iowa.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Iowa! Man, did he show some pops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
Lining up to add another.
On for the extra point.
And it's up and good.
The kick is good.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Nebraska, 48, Iowa, 14.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Working the middle, it's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
For the offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. They'll try it over the left side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. The Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt.
On to punt it away.
Here's the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. And now the offense will come onto the field again. He'll pull it on the read. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Got it, looking for a first. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And now on 1st down after converting with the run.
And 1st down for the offense.
Use the play fake, now to throw. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. Back to throw, it's Blue. This one's complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Ball at the 38, the defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start.
Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And the Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got the tight end. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Give to the running back. Fighting off the defender. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. To the ground. He's got it again. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after him.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He just refused to go down, kept finding space, and picked up 7. It'll be 4th and 1. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it past the marker. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And the beatdown has ensued.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
55, Iowa, 14.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
The returner.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the 4th quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
Let's see if they can get out of their own way on 2nd and long from the 8. To the air, it's Blue. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Got it set up on the outside. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs, and that's exactly what the running back did. Great job with patience.
Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be second down. Trying to get to it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Pressure's there and he lets it go. After the third down incompletion, the punt unit is on the field. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. Back to throw, it's Blue. This time on target. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Takes the easy one to the back. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. Right down the middle. He's got it. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little strike down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field. Nice job attacking it.
They get him after he picked up 5 and got him inside the red zone down to the 16. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Going for 6. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Leaves it with the back. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. He finds his man. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Cornhuskers line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to throw, it's Blue. Getting some heat. Oh, they had the screen all set up on first down, and he couldn't make the catch. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Pocket starts to collapse. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. A little screen to the running back. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They're going to throw it to start the drive. On target. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. The give to the back. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? They'll run the option. Quick toss. Turns it on in midfield. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. And the Huskers are on the move. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Handoff to the single back. Keeps the legs moving. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. With that field goal, now it takes a touchdown to beat them, so you want to pin them back and then let the defense have a little room to work with. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.